You know that moment when you grab a little piece of chocolate, you're excited, it's going to be a delicious treat, and then instead, a few seconds later, maybe even 5 minutes later, your heart starts to race. It's pounding, you feel it all the way up into your throat, your chest feels tight, you're clammy, shaky, maybe even dizzy, and your brain won't stop racing. And it can be very confusing when we have a chronic illness, because everyone else seems fine around us. They're eating chocolate. What's wrong with me? I just took a small bite of chocolate. You are not crazy for this. This is very common in people who have chronic illnesses, who have MCAS, POTS, chronic fatigue, an overstimulated nervous system. So let's talk about what could potentially be going on. Chocolate does have a couple of natural pick-me-ups in it, kind of like mini shots of caffeine. So for a body that is already running on overdrive, that is very stimulated and sensitive, that can feel like hitting the gas pedal way too hard. And it's also really higher in histamines compared to other snacks or desserts, right? And that can make some people flush. It can make them feel really jittery, anxious, like something's wrong. Maybe even end up in the bathroom 5 to 10 minutes later. If you eat this on its own, without something like a protein or a healthy fat, your blood sugar can even shoot up like a firework and then crash really fast, which also can leave you shaky and anxious. Let's not think that chocolate necessarily is bad. It's that the body is so used to living in survival mode that it's reacting to those tiny little jolts like they are big red alarms, right? It's the equivalent of a bird hitting your window and your brain thinks like 10 people are breaking into your house. Very, very different things, right? When that anxiety hits, what do you do? So let's talk about a few quick things that you can try. So crossing your arms and giving yourself a big hug. I know it sounds really simple, but just really squeezing into that, right? That pressure is going to stimulate that parasympathetic nervous system and help your body to relax so that it's not consistently pumping out more and more adrenaline. Another thing that you can do is get cold. So for me, I always would put an ice pack on my chest. You can put maybe a cold rag here or on the back of the neck, or even start to sip on some really cold water. All of this is going to help to calm that vagus nerve down from that temperature change, and it's going to help slow down that heart rate. And then you can do some kind of check-in, right? When in our system, we call it portals. So we pick one doorway into the body. Maybe that's through breath. Maybe it's through your muscles. So like relaxing your shoulders or wiggling your toes. And focus on that for 20 to 30 seconds. They're very good grounding exercises. They help to remind your brain that we are safe right here in this present moment. And again, this isn't about just pretending you're fine, pretending nothing's wrong. It's about showing your body safety in really tiny, doable, consistent ways. Consistent is important. The more often that you practice these things, even outside of food triggers, the more that your body learns, I don't have to panic every time I feel a sensation. I can trust this moment. I can trust this environment. I can even trust this tiny piece of chocolate. Over time, these symptoms start to ease up. And it's not instant, right? My recovery journey spanned a few years, but your nervous system really can start to relearn safety. If I can go from being bedridden and being allergic to everything but 6 or 7 foods, your nervous system can learn safety. So if you have tried tiptoeing around different foods, or you're wondering why your body is reacting the way that it does, that is exactly what I help people with inside our nervous system healing code. We also have a free Discord server. In these places, we go deeper into why your system stays stuck on high alert, how to retrain it so that you can feel calm and safe again, no matter what's on your plate. And we give a lot of freebies, like our meditations, our EFT sessions, and even office hours and group calls. So we would love to have you there. If this was beneficial for you, please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.